Let's look at some applications of exponential functions. Now, first, and we'll do this one in class, the limit as x approaches infinity of 1 plus 1 over x to the x is equal to e. Kind of interesting. It's not apparent why that should be true. Now, we also use exponents when we're doing interest. Now, P is the amount of deposit. This is the amount you start with. T is the number of years. A is the balance after T years. And R is the annual interest rate, and we put this in decimal form. N is the number of compoundings per year. If it is compounded n times per year, then the amount after T years is P times 1 plus R over N, all this to the power of NT. While if it's compounded continuously, this is P, the amount is P times e to the RT. Let's look at a problem. Suppose I have a deposit of $2,500 made. All right, that tells me that my principal is $2,500. It pays into account that pays an annual interest rate of 5%. That tells me R is 5%, which translates to 5 divided by 100, or 0.05, and this is the number we want. Find the balance at the end of 5 years, so T is 5, if it is compounded quarterly. Now, let's look at this. Quarterly means that the n is equal to 4. So for A, the amount is equal to P times 1 plus R over N to the NT, which is 2,500, times 1 plus R is 0.05 divided by N, and N is 4, raised to the 4 times 5. And so I get about $3,205.09. Now let's look at point B. For B, we want it compounded monthly. If it's compounded monthly, then N is equal to 12. So the amount is equal to P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. Notice it's the same formula. So this is, let's see, we started with the same principal. 1 plus, the rate is the same, but N is different. So this is 12. N is 12. And the time is the same. So I'm going to get about the same. 3,208.40. All right, so I'm going to make a little bit more when it's compounded monthly. But now let's look what happens when it's compounded continuously. When it's compounded continuously, the amount is PE to the RT. So this is going to be 2,500. E, the rate is still 0.05, and the time is still 5 years. So I'm going to get $3,210.06. So I actually get a little bit more money when I compound it continuously.